Hi there, viewer. There's this YouTuber that I like called Danny Gonzalez. Shout out to Danny Gonzalez from Georgia, which is pretty awesome. Their fan base is called Greg. Greg is the fastest growing community on the internet. Don't look that up. That's what they always say, and it's true. I can see why their community is called Greg because it's easy to just say, hey, I'm talking to somebody. In that case, I'm gonna call whoever I'm speaking to Chris. Why Chris? Because there are so many Chris's in the world. I think there is an over surplus of Chris, and it is very likely that whoever is watching this video is called Chris because Chris is short for Christian, Christopher, Christina. That's all I can think of. So, hi Chris. How's it going? You can't answer, but say below how you're doing and whatever else I ask you in this video. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded a video. It has been a hot second. Why, you're asking? I know. It's because I lost motivation. No, that's not true. It's because I just got so busy, and then I'm like, okay, this day I'm gonna record a video, and then that day I don't end up recording a video. I'm like, all right, well, next weekend, because I'm very busy during the week because I have work, and then after I get off work, I spend time with my husband, and it is just, a constant procrastination of pushing it back. And I am doing it now because, very important, I had a dream last night where I was in some sort of world simulation, whatever, as a dream is, and very clearly it said, record a video tomorrow. Record a video tomorrow. Record a video tomorrow. This is how you do the video. Record the video. Do the video. Go to the music room. That's a Scary Movie 2 reference for you fans of Chris. I know you're a fan of it. So here I am. I'm doing a video because a dream told me to make a video, and so I am. I also had this very vivid dream where a coworker brings me into a separate room and says, hey, I think you should update your resume and have a copy of it just in case of anything. And I was like, what the fuck? And then I woke up and I was like, that was a dream. He didn't tell me that. But it's like, it was so vivid that I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta update my resume. And I'm sure that was a manifestation of my anxiety. Manifestation of my anxiety, manifesting. From my maybe anxiety of like being let go of my job. I think I'm doing a great job now where I work. But, I think there's always that small fear that you're going to be let go. So I go to HR. I'm like, hey, can you tell me my responsibilities? And they're like, I think you should ask your boss about that. I'm like, hey, yeah, totally. I don't care. Thank you. And I go to my boss and I'm like, hey, can you help me update my resume? And he was like, I can see why he responded like this. It's not his fault at all. He's like, yeah, I'm going to help you update your resume so you can apply to other jobs and leave this job. Okay, Sebastian. And he's like, you just asked the darnest things. Not in a condescending way, but it's like, really, you're asking me to help? Because it's very, as an actor, I am used to updating my resume because, I do a show and then I do another show and I want to keep it updated. And I'm like, okay, this is what you do for resumes. And so after that, and I explained to him after, I had this really vivid dream of telling me to update my resume. And yeah, it was just, he was caught off guard by it. And I told him the next day, I'm like, hey, just saying, I don't plan on leaving the job. I I just think it's a good thing to do. It's like, no, I understand because you want to update your resume every year, and you have been here for a year now, and you've changed positions from where you began. I'm like, yeah. So we're cool. My boss and I are cool. We've always been cool. He's a great boss. Um, but yeah, so that's how dreams manifest in my day. So what if I have a vivid dream? I'm gonna be like, okay, I need to do what that dream told me within reason. If I have a dream saying, um, oh, rob a bank tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'm not gonna do that. I have something planned at 1 p.m. A dream isn't gonna stop me. But I had time today. I had time today, and I'm like, okay, I have time. I can record a video. I've been doing really good at going to the gym after work. I plan to go to the gym after recording this video. Yeah. What? I I had stuff to tell you, Chris, and I'm just now blinking. Uh, but oh yeah. No, I had it. I had it and then I lost it. Okay, I'll just say this. I'm gonna start editing my videos now because my cousin does a horrible job. Actually, she got a lot of compliments on her editing style. I just want to learn how to do it, and I think uh, watching me speak is well, one, it helps me not cringe at myself of hearing myself speak. And also, it's a great tool to do. It takes a lot of time, and just like snipping uh, the clips and then right like this. I'm gonna have to edit this where I don't stutter as much. I had I had stuff to tell you, Chris. I really did. I started taking my ADHD meds. I think they're working great. Oh, I've been journaling. That's awesome. I journal like almost every single day. I didn't do it Christmas and Christmas Eve because I was like, I'm chilling. I have nothing to stress about. I'll probably journal later today after I get go to the gym. I do it usually like either on my lunch break or on the train back home, or let's see. Oh, right before I go to sleep. It's all about consistency, which is like, so fucking hard. It's like motivation, consistency, dedication. Anything in life is like that. And it's like, whoa, I don't have the motivation or the consistency or the yada yada, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so that's what's happening right now. I will upload this. I'm not even gonna say. I have this idea or mentality that I try not to make hard plans, because whenever you make a plan, life laughs back. So you get it, the idea that you plan for something and life completely derails that. On that same vein, I hate saying things are going great in this regard or things are fantastic in that regard. Like one time my mom asked me like, oh, how are you financially? I'm like, actually, I'm doing really good financially right now. I'm able to save a little bit. Like I'm no longer like stressing right now. And then a week later, I think I lost my job and I got into like a car accident, which so it was like, okay, great. I am never saying I'm doing great ever again, because life just throws things in your way to like humble you or like bring you down to earth and like, hey, you thought this? Think again. Oh, right. I'm also doing this because I want to be more vulnerable in terms of not just putting myself out there on the internet, but just being comfortable in front of a camera. There's this character named Nifty in this show I love called Hazbin Hotel, and it is so incredible. And this character Nifty, she's like super chaotic, super energetic, like crazy off the walls, bonkers. However, if you put her in front of a camera, she'll just like open her eyes super wide and just like zone out, like, and it's ridiculous. Which I think is me. Like, it took me like 30 minutes just to start this. Well, one part of that is like, getting the lights on order, like making sure the angle's right, making sure my microphone's plugged in and that it sounds good. But it's mainly like procrastination. It's like, oh, I don't want to do this because I feel like I'm gonna be bad, uh and no one's gonna watch this, and all this effort's gonna be for naught. However, doing journaling, I came to the conclusion and realization that maybe this content can just be average, and it's fine if it's like normal and doesn't do well or like explodes or virality. It's like I just want to do something that I want to do. And even though I just said it took me a long time to, record this or start recording this, it's like I love baking. I don't like baking. I hate baking, but say for the sake, I like baking. I like baking, but it's like I hate the prep work of like getting everything out and making sure that I have all the ingredients. But it's like, or like the act of baking where you're like cracking the eggs and whisking the things, and I don't know about baking, but you hate the before of the baking, or you like baking but you hate cleaning up. They're hand in hand. So I think that's where I'm going with this. I think I just really like the idea of putting myself out there and being comfortable talking and to other people and being just vulnerable. I think like as an actor, it's really hard to be vulnerable because I have this feeling in me of like these walls always have to be up. And that's fine. Everybody has walls that are up, like in some regards. Uh, but it's like trying to break those walls more and more and more until I become vulnerable. And I think so. Started watching this one show called Heated Rivalry, and I'm like obsessed with it. It is so insane. Oh, and the last episode of the season comes out tonight, and I'm very excited to see it. And in that show, the people are very vulnerable, and they're actors, obviously, duh. However, they are just very exposed physically and I believe emotionally. And to do that is quite an art and a skill, a virtue, I think, to put yourself out there and do the thing and stop being afraid. And I want to stop being afraid, and I want to put myself out there and be vulnerable. I want to be vulnerable. And I think I was vulnerable at one point, and I just started to put my walls up, and I want to get back there. Yeah. That's all I want to say right now, as in terms of like, I think I've recorded a good amount of time, and I will start editing this weekend. I will carve out the time, I think. I will hear myself and I'll be like, oh, I sound weird. But it's gonna be great. I think so. All right. Bye, Chris.